In this video, I'm going to help you fix your Element Electronics TV. This is the Roku version, but it'll actually work with older models as well, even if it's not a smart TV. So the first thing I want you to do is check on your Element, the power button. Sometimes it's underneath the logo, and sometimes it's on the back, on one side or the other, and then try to power it on without the remote. A lot of times what will happen is that the remote batteries will go bad, or the remote will go bad, and that's one way to test it. Second thing I want you to do is check your HDMI ports if your TV has it. On the very back, and make sure you remove everything from the HDMI ports, power cords, remove any devices like a Roku or a Fire TV or an Xbox or a PlayStation. Anything that's on the HDMI ports, remove it, and then try to turn your TV on. A lot of times those devices on the HDMI will short circuit the power. Next thing I want you to do is actually look at the power outlet that you have your Element plugged into, and try another device on that power outlet. Try a hair dryer, laptop, phone, and if those don't work, then you know the issue is with your power outlet, not the TV. If that's the case, go in your home and check for the circuit board and make sure it didn't trip up. If it did, you can just push it back, and then that may fix your problem. Alright, next thing I want you to do is we're going to do like a little small power cycle. So in order to do that, what you're going to do is unplug the TV from the wall, and you want to unplug it and keep it unplugged for a good minute. Okay, and as you're waiting, what I want you to do is take your remote control, and it doesn't matter if it's a Element Roku control or if it's an Element remote control, and actually point it towards the TV and hold the power button for 30 seconds while you're pointing, and don't let go. Then after 30 seconds, find the power cord on the TV and hold that power button down for 30 seconds and don't let go. And then what I want you to do is plug up the TV and then tell me if that works. That will fix a majority of the TVs that have an issue. Now the next thing I want you to do is something unconventional. It's actually heating up the components on the very back. So unplug your TV and locate a hair dryer. Hopefully you have one. Plug it into the wall. And then what we're going to do is heat up the components for about 5 minutes on the very back. So anywhere that you see vents like this or on the bottom, what I want you to do is blow warm air into it and do it for 5 minutes. Make sure your TV's unplugged. Okay, and again, you're going to do every place that has a vent. And what that's doing is it's knocking off the dust off the TV, and it's actually warming up the components inside, changing the chemistry somewhat. Now give that a good 30 minutes, and don't plug your TV in for 30 minutes. Make sure you let everything cool down, and then plug it back in, and then tell me if it works. Okay, last but not least, check the actual power cord and make sure it's not damaged, and replace it if it comes out of the TV. So as you see this one, it looks like this. On the back of the TV, it's like a figure 8. It's a non-polarized AC power cord. And you can find these, a lot of times you have them around the home. You might be, your Xbox or your PlayStation has this, printers, Epson, HP, CPAP machines, a whole bunch of devices uses this kind of cord. So see if you have one to borrow temporarily and test another cord out on your TV. You're not going to hurt anything. And then if it does work, then purchase you another power cord. You can get these for like $10 on Amazon or eBay. Alright, I hope I helped you fix your problem. And make sure you subscribe to my channel.